Nation, Harry here. I'm at an undisclosed location hiding out in Austin, Texas. And how appropriate, I kind of went black hat today, and the reason is we're with Phelim Rowe of CTG Intelligence, a gentleman that I bumped into down in Miami at the recent acronyms Global Cyber Summit. So that was kind of cool to meet you, my friend. And we had a quick hitter, but I want to double click down into a couple of topics. First of all, by way of introduction, please give us a hello world. Introduce yourself, your company, and your business model with security-related seminars and events.
Sure. Well, thanks a lot, and nice to join you. We and I organize security and some defense conferences in the UK, US, Netherlands, and Germany. We focus on both the end user side of the equation, both physical and cyber, but we also focus on the channel. And we have delved into the question of what the secure MSP of the future might look like in a number of occasions, alongside the security operations center of the future. And we really combine three main audiences: MSPs, MSS, and end users, because we find each of them actually needs to meet each other. I've done about 142 conferences myself, and it was lovely catching up at the Acronis event. What a great event.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So this audience is going to know two of the terms, but not the third. The first term, of course, MSP, managed services provider. Phelim, I'm going to stop at each one. I am always asked by lovely and well-behaved and trained community sponsors who keep us on the air about how many MSPs do you have versus VARs versus resellers, and it always brings up the question of we're an industry of acronyms. On the one hand, Phelim, you can say in my SMB audience, it's the same person, right? They're an intermediary, they're a channel partner between the vendor technology and the customer, and they're making it happen. Now, when I get pushed, I say we recognize someone has the right to call themselves an MSP if they have over 50% of their business model tuned in, dialed into the monthly recurring revenue, and they're using an RMM. I don't know of a single pure play MSP. I've heard people say I'm 100% MSP, and when you nudge them, it's like, yeah, but I kind of take care of the family IT infrastructure at this plant on an hourly basis. And I'm like, aha, you're not pure play. Phelim, what is an MSP to you, given I've just roped you into a tight ranch?
Okay. So that is an excellent point, because everything is gray, and in gray you can have some great fun. Ever since people went from break fix to MSP, it's been necessary to add value. So every time you see a value-added distributor, they are trying to do something more than be geographically close to those people they serve. And when you try and add value, value in itself is nebulous. So you end up thinking to yourself, do I advise them on security matters? Do I advise them on backup and disaster recovery? Maybe even insurance for your SLA. So a pure play MSP is only definable for me if you pit it against an MSS, because the role of the MSP is to manage or maybe add value or maybe distribute or bundle operational IT that you would otherwise have in-house. That's where I'd go with it. Obviously, it's gray, but when you contrast it with the people that try and add value on security services, then I see a nice distinction between the two.
Okay, and let's hop over to that. So MSS, so what does the acronym mean? And let's double click into it, MSS.
Okay, so in this context, it's Managed Security Service. Of course, we've seen the servicization, which is and is not a word, of many aspects of the IT industry. SaaS, IaaS are big, fundamentals. The MSS is a security specialist that will either completely take on your security outsourced, or they will come in and partly work with you with embedded team, or they will start to monitor manage detection and response remotely. It just depends how big you are. And this is an interesting one, because if you look at where MSPs go for their conferences, IT Nation, fantastic, other conferences and seminars exist. You don't see the same sort of people that rock up at MSS conferences. And people would argue that's because MSS is only interested in enterprise level and MSPs are only interested in SME, SMB. But I think that they are missing a trick, because a lot of MSPs are using MSS to themselves stay secure and to offer security services white labeled or completely visible to their customers. Not everybody wants a bundled phishing solution. Some people want something a bit more. But yes, I do agree. Your humble SMB cannot afford 24/7 managed SOC unless it's a very, very rich SMB. So it's an interesting distinction.
Yeah. And then finally, where does this popular term, and I'm a curmudgeon, I'm critical of my own industry, and I bite the hand that feeds me. That's, I guess, what keeps me relevant as an analyst. So MSSP, the third term, is that just a marketing play? How does that, I understand what you've laid out already. What is MSSP?
So you're right, marketing does play quite a part in it. And for me, some people have mentioned this, and it could be a complete red herring, but I'm prepared to believe it. Physical security providers also call themselves MSS, because actually they are. If you're a manned guarding service, you are a managed security service. Now, doesn't mean you're not a provider, but a lot of the MSS out there, the big ones with the big names that we all know, have added the P. And I feel that that is something distinct. Now, it's different to an SMSP, a secure MSP, which of course everybody would hope is the case with the person that they've outsourced their IT to. But it's generally a marketing ploy. And why not? It helps distinguish between them.
Sure. And I'm sure if you double click down into healthcare, I mean, it's very clear if you're a cardiologist, a radiologist, and an oncologist. But I suspect if we went a layer deeper, we would find marketing in healthcare in terms of labeling and credentials. Hey, final topic. You recently had a show in Miami with someone well known to this audience, Forrester analyst in the channel, Jay McBain. What was your conference and what did Jay speak about?
Yeah, fantastic. We were at the University of Miami, and Jay opened up the debate by asking what the secure managed service provider of the future could or should look like. Forrester and Jay, they do great presentations on trends, and they got their finger on the pulse. So it set the tone, and we then explored how we can, on the one hand, secure managed service providers, and on the other hand, how can we bundle new security solutions? Because at any of these events, the reason why a lot of channel events don't work, not all, but some, they don't work because they don't put anything on stage for the channel. So what we did, we said, right, we'll bring some end users, market research, perhaps business development. That's important for this market, fine. But let's also bring the MSS world together with the MSPs to look at what we can bundle. Well, who is the architect of the future? Who is the CIO of the future? How are we going to bundle new and innovative solutions, especially if your customer base is already complaining about a subscription increase for something? So we had a full day. It was a lovely venue. We had a great time. And we really built on everything we do, because we run this event in Denver, in Phoenix, in San Diego, and of course in Europe, London, Netherlands, Germany. So we had a great time, and I think Miami is spot on as a location.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, especially with the winter season above the hemisphere. Well, hey, my friend, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Totally appreciate you adding value to our nation community as we try to add value and stay relevant. I better stop talking. Have a great day.
You too. Pleasure.